Good morning and welcome to this Sunday's drop-in with Croes-y-Parc Chapel. Great that you're with us. This morning we're going to be starting with something from the book of Job, which tells us all about creation.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. The Bible tells us we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I was watching a science video the other night because I consistently ignore advice to get a life. And a professor was talking about proteins, the essential building blocks of life. They come from amino acids. And he was posing the question, what's the odds of a single viable protein forming by chance? He came up with a figure. In the most ideal contrived circumstances, the odds might be as little as 1 in 10 to the power of 164. That's 10 with 164 zeros after it. For comparison, the entire number of atoms in the known universe is estimated to be 10 with 80 zeros after it. So the chances of a protein randomly occurring, even from vast oceans of amino acids, is so small it is effectively zero. But if it did, we'd have life then, right? Well, no, not even close. Even the most simple single-celled life form has 300 of these proteins. They have to be the right ones, they have to be there simultaneously, and they have to be sheathed in a membrane. Then they have to find themselves in a survivable environment, be able to reproduce, and they would also have to somehow contain all the genetic information to one day make you and me, because there is no mechanism by which new information can be introduced to the gene pool. The professor ended his video by stating the blindingly obvious. No serious scientist believes life happened by chance. But of course, if no serious scientist believes life happened by chance, they must believe that it happened because of a deliberate act by something or someone. Just read you something from the Bible. Romans 1:20, it says this, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." What does that tell us? It tells us that God's power and nature can be clearly seen by what he has created. Those who prefer not to think about the implications of there being a God should ask themselves this question. Why do time, space and matter exist, and how could they possibly be the result of anything which is itself dependent on time, space and matter for its own existence? Okay, if there is certainly a creator, how do we know that Christ was his earthly representative? It's a fair question, really, isn't it? After all, there are any number of religions. What makes Christianity so special? Well, the first thing to realise is that religion itself is a man-made response to God, and Christianity is not about religion, though some would call it one. It's about relationship, not religious observance. And therein lies the motivation for creation, the only possible motive, an all-powerful being whose nature is love, far above what we know as time and space and matter. No needs, he's omnipotent. No curiosity, he's omniscient. He knows everything. Creation, your life and mine, was born in the heart of God, who wants us to experience the joy of his love forever and to share it with others. Only Christianity gives a plausible reason for creation. Only Christianity speaks of an overwhelming, incomprehensible quality of love and commitment, which culminated in Christ's redeeming work on the cross. You can't find another reason or another religion which makes sense of creation. And here's something else. Only Christianity actually works. Not just from the eternal perspective, but from the daily life point of view as well. It does what it says on the tin. But here's a thought. If you want it to be really effective, you have to open the tin and start using the contents. Are you following the manufacturer's instructions? Have you investigated Christianity and its claims? If you have, are you seeing God move in your life? Are you metaphorically standing there with a can of carpet shampoo unopened in your cupboard, waiting for your floor covering to be magically transformed? If that's you, perhaps it's time to open the tin. God bless and stay safe.
There is a song to be sung in deepest oceans, across the galaxies, in every nation and tongue. Let praise resound, let praise resound all around. Creation sing with one voice to the glory of the Maker of all things. Let praise resound, yes, let praise resound. Come every creature, alive at his command, join the eternal refrain. Sing joyful mountains, you rivers clap your hands, all nature breathe out his name. Let praise resound, let praise resound all around. Creation sing with one voice to the glory of the Maker of all things. Let praise resound, yes, let praise resound.
Great to have you with us today, and we hope you'll drop in again next Sunday. In the meantime, if there's anything you'd like us to pray about for you, then please do get in touch and we'll be privileged to do that. Goodbye.